Rooster, believe it or not, even still has 1 star. So what we are looking at as far as the Rooster is concerned, you want to look to see if it's in your year, month, day, or hour of birth. All right, who are my roosters? I would love to know who my roosters are here today. Julie wrote, boy, I had to redo my entire rental unit. Money, money, money. Yeah, I know it. I know it. All right. So I want to send a little love to my roosters here. Because we have some favorable energies for the Rooster, but we also have some unfavorables that are something that we need to take note of. All right. First of all, we've got acquisitions and solutions. That is saving grace right there. All right. So the acquisitions, we have a wealth energy that is available to us. So you're going to have some assets, acquisitions to gain value over time. Now, this is if you're able, but if you are someone that does not have an asset or cannot afford an asset to invest in this year, this is where it's gonna, like, you're gonna lose this energy. So again, following me all along of when to invest and when not to invest, and I'm not a financial planner, I want to give you that disclaimer. I'm reading the elements and the animals, but it is saying when it's time to invest, that's what you should be doing. All right. So this is something that, you know, this could also be your IP. That is a valuable asset. I mean, I have my software for astrology. I have my Time Blazer software. That is IP that will gain value over time. So what do you have, or what can you create this year that would be an asset? You could also invest in yourself again to build that skill set that becomes an asset. Let's face it, we are in a new economy. Things that worked 2019 and back, that's no longer really helpful to you. Some of it may be the knowledge base, but let's face it, we always, if you are in business today, you probably have to have some sort of tech skill to survive in this new economy. If not, how are people going to find you? And at a minimum, some sort of landing page. It may not be a full website, but how are you capturing leads? How are you communicating with your clients? So these are some of the things that you're going to have to be looking for along the way. So this brings me to also the solutions that you may have some problems. We can at least make them lesser problems than huge problems, if you will. So you might be finding some challenges just die out on their own. Again, let's just do a check and balance. Is it all clear, or is it going to resurface a few years? Make sure that they're like the obstacles that you think are over are really over. Okay. There's some sort of forgiveness energy within the solutions as well. So if you need to forgive yourself or other people, this may be a good year to do that. All right, we've got year breaker, calamity, big spender, obstacles, and lust. I'm going to skip a year breaker because it's a bigger topic. I'm going to talk on a separate slide right after this. So let's just talk right now about first the calamity. Now, the roosters are going to have a bit of time this year because of being the conflict to the rabbit. But it also has calamity. Now, this also has a feng shui significance in 2023. So what calamity can cause are injuries, health issues, potential relationship kind of breakups. It can also be like natural disasters, which it seems like the whole globe is one big natural disaster right now with climate change. But this could be where if you're a rooster, you are in the unfortunate case of you're within a natural disaster, which you cannot predict. but you may be going to, you know, some exotic yoga retreat that, you know, is in a foreign country and they get hit with a tsunami or something like that. I actually know someone who was in the tsunami in Thailand a few years back, several years back at this point, and she was on a yoga retreat, but who would have known, right? So things are going to change suddenly. That's the thing that you're going to want to do. And it's going to make you feel trapped. Like, I don't have a way out of this. Well, actually you do. What you do is you first, again, awareness, calm down, get people to help you if you can. You have that solution energy with you. It's going to be called upon a lot this year because you have a number of different obstacles along the way. And again, the roosters, please know this is for 1 year. How you handle this year, just like the monkeys did in the previous years, what we want you to do is come up with a strategic plan, knowing that this could be on the way. All right. All right, so we'll talk about the feng shui piece of it a little bit later. Now, the big spender is in your chart this year as well. So this means big money going out your door. So basically, and I want to know whether you have, if you have a monkey and a rooster in your natal chart, please put that in the chat. Because the reason I asked that is the monkey had a lot of this energy last year. It had the year breaker, had the calamity, excuse me, had the year breaker and the big spender last year. So as you can see, some of the energies are going to sequentially just jump one animal forward as it moves through the years. But this is saying, especially for the big spender, whew, my lordy, 2 years in a row, you are going to have 2 animals that are saying we're going to spend a lot of money. And so when you have that, that can be quite frustrating because it is just like, is this ever going to stop? So do your best, work with a financial planner, consultant, a money coach. As a matter of fact, I'm going to introduce you to someone, at least digitally right now, later on today that could help with this. But basically, you are going to be spending money. It could be a very big ticket item, like a car, like a house. Now, this is if you're planning on this would be great, but it could also be, we had some calamity. The house got blown off of the foundation and now you have to buy a new house versus I'm going to be buying a new house. You cannot stop certain outside forces. That's beyond our control, but we need to be prepared for when they happen. And again, I'm giving everyone fair warning. All of these energies will visit you over a 12-year period. So start doing what you can to save for that rainy day if you can. Sometimes it's not possible, but if you can, it will serve you a little bit better. All right, it looks like I have Sharon has a monkey and a rooster, Alice, sorry, monkey and a rooster, Julie, monkey and year and rooster month. And then Snezana has year and month. Yes, Alice is going to start a rooster monkey support group. There you go. What I can say for you that specifically said year and month, here's how I would do this. Your year is about your brand reputation, your social circles, your networking. Get into a big coaching program this year. Get into something that you will be able to, improve your visibility and networks. Your month, spend money on, again, it could be a coaching program or it could be a system that you were thinking about getting. Maybe you are going to redo Your website. Now the website, you could either put it as a buyer's remorse, and that's like you spend a little bit less, or a big spender. Depending on the amount that you're going to be spending, that's what's going to start designating. Otherwise, if you don't do anything, something's going to happen, and it's not going to be as fun. So budget as much as you can, and try to help yourself along the way. And then Rooster, birth, and monkey. Hi, Raphael. So does it mean if you spend consciously on things that give back to you anyway? Yes. Otherwise, you will just end up spending money with nothing to show for it. Yes. Yes. And again, it's probably better to invest in something that is adding value to your life and your business, and even, by doing so, it's going to add value to others. The last thing I want you to do is go out on a stupid shopping spree and burn your credit cards, and it's like, man, I didn't even need this crap, or it doesn't really help me along the way after, and it doesn't even look that good on me anyway, that kind of thing. That's just a waste of money and your resources. Yes, there will be a recording of all of this after as well. Okay. Where are we at? We just finished big spender. So then we have some obstacles, like wasn't enough, right? Now we got some obstacles. So you're going to have your fair share of challenges. So again, you're just going to want to watch this. Now we also have lust. Lust traditionally means that you're probably going to be in some sort of illicit affair. And you shouldn't be in that situation. Otherwise, why are you hiding it? So this is a year that you will most likely get found out. So you might want to clean up that before you do. And time's a ticking. You got just a couple of weeks to say your goodbyes. And because you don't want to hurt anyone, right? Now, we can use this one as well for a couple of different reasons, a couple of different ways. Because this is a very lusty year, by the way. The rabbit is very lusty. It's a very seductive kind of animal. So, we have this energy kind of vibrating anyway, especially if you have a rabbit in your chart. But basically what this is saying is that you could also just do like a hookup kind of thing, if you're into that. But it is very clear that both parties are not looking at a long-term relationship. We're doing this just for fun. Move on. Then it's okay. Again, your own moral compass will guide you on that one, but it's better than it's better than being in something that you shouldn't be in and you're hiding it and being found out. So, but anyway, it's more physical than emotional attachment is what I'm trying to say as far as the lust is concerned. Now, from a business perspective, you actually, despite all this stuff that's happening sort of negatively, seemingly, then you're going to, you can turn this into more of a, like, you've got this kind of magnetism coming towards you. So this is where you'd be very good at sales. Turn that energy into a good sales pitch, a short joint venture, or some sort of presentation where you're doing something like in a short, because remember, these are quick things. These are not long lasting. So get up there in front of the camera, shine, and then move on. So you are going to be, the attraction magnet this year. So how can you use this in a more wise way to help counter some of the things that are potentially coming your way? All right, now let's look at the year breaker. This is the animal that when you're looking at the year breaker, and this one I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the year, month, day, and hour of birth. They all, you look at them all of this way, but the roosters need a little bit more help this year, just like the monkeys did in the water tiger year. And, coming soon is, the next animal that's coming up. So do pay attention on how you can get ready as well. All right. The reason it's called the year breaker is because it's the year of the rabbit, and the opposite side of the zodiac is the rooster. So this is where opposites are going to try to take out each other's essence, if you will. And the rooster is going to try to peck that rabbit to smithereens. And so it's going to try to break the year. Not comfortable, not fun, but it does mean big change. If you look at your upcoming year is going to be full of change, and you guide the change, this is where it can help you. I've already said I made a big move in 2022, a huge move across country, actually. This is one of the things that a rooster can do, is move. Move as much as you can. Move your house, move your office to a different location, and move your body. Travel, if that's the only way that you can move. Maybe your energies will be supported by doing that, but you can't. Don't be a sitting target, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because the rabbit's going to come after you. It's not a little bunny. It's a hare, and the hare is a more aggressive, I'm going to go after what I want kind of animal, and it's going to stand up to the rooster this year. So with that said, don't be a sitting target. Year breaker means for the year of birth that there's going to be big change in your friends, your networking, and the way that you market your business. Here is where you have a great opportunity to go through the friends that are hanging out with you, or you tend to be around. Are they really supporting you at this point? Or are you already seeing that you might need to fire a friend? Or, you know what, we're just growing apart. We don't have the same ideas. We don't do the same thing anymore. That kind of thing. That can help kind of say, okay, this one I can let go. Then there is like, what new friends can you bring in? Always level it up. Do the same with your networking, and do the same with your marketing. What isn't working? Be honest with yourself and revamp and find a new way in this new year to find a way to market. If it happens in your year of birth, then this is going to be a big change in your career and your character. So this may seemingly seem like not a way that would be changing your character, but it very much did. When the year breaker hit my month of birth, it was the year that I decided to let my hair go natural. And it really did change a lot of things in my life, because someone didn't want me to let my hair grow natural. And I was like, too bad, this is what I'm going to do. And it just sort of made me kind of go, oh, I'm going to stand in my own. Now, it could be something entirely different. Maybe you are character-wise, you've been somebody who has been more, laying low behind the scenes. You didn't speak up for yourself. You didn't have any boundaries. Well, darn it, I'm going to stand up for myself this year. Enough already. So this is, again, not hostile. We're just asking you to stand up and take a position for yourself, or standing up for what is right. This may be a big change in your career. You may go, you know what? I don't think I want to do this anymore, or I'm going to change something dramatically in the way in which I do my career, in the systems that I have, or the way that I communicate with people. It might be very different. The day of birth, maybe you have finally decided that you want to do something about your personal growth, that it's no longer, I want to someday. Today is here. You are going to do something that is going to improve yourself to be a better person. Now, when it comes to relationships, and I'm talking specifically about intimate relationships, that if you're single, you may become involved with someone that is a little bit more long term, although this year might be more of a dating, let's try it out, kind of try before you buy year. And then if you are in a relationship that is a monogamous relationship and it may not be going so well, it may mean that this is a year that you will divide. I do have to tell you about a colleague of mine. When she had the year breaker in her day, they have a couple kids and they had a place on the East Coast. She made a concerted effort to go to a different location by herself, even though she went back and forth on a monthly basis because she had the means to do that, but they lived apart for a year. I cannot tell you, I think that their relationship is probably one of the more stable relationships that is out there because they were willing to make that sacrifice. Not everybody is open to that. I get that. Maybe you don't have the means for that, but change is coming. So if you need some help before it gets too divisive, this might be a year to really step up your communication because change is coming. So if you stay with that person, maybe new boundaries are put into place. Our birth, if you know it, there might be a big change in your goals, your legacies. You're going to start seeing some really interesting, innovative ways that are appearing. It seems almost like on a daily basis of innovations that are out there. And then you might go, you know what? Maybe I'm going to do this instead, or add this on to what I'm already doing. Change is coming. That's one thing I want you to embrace. It is kind of like death and taxes. You can be certain change is coming. Where it's going to show up in your life, it matters of where it is in your month of birth. Okay. All right. So now what we want to look at is the combination animal, rooster and the dragon. So the rooster, not very favorable this year. The sun is with the dragon. Go find your dragon friends. They will help you very, very much. And then the clash animal, which we just talked about, is the rabbit. Now, let's look at the time blazer for 2023 and look at all that green. Ooh, is that a beautiful month? And this is just the standard version, and we're going to even knock it up that much more when we are looking at the demo of the full version. And then the rooster, which is going to have quite a few feng shui implications. Let's look at that dial. And that is located in West 2. So this is a big feng shui significance in 2023. Not so positive, but it is there.